Hey guys, Garth Bonner here. My Module 5 video, my emergency preparedness I chose was the pandemic. Uh, I chose this topic because I feel it could hit close to home for us. Due to that, we're responding to these emergencies, usually first on scene, not really know what we're getting into until either during the call or after the call. So you kind of want to be prepared for it. Also, it's something that scientists are saying it's not if it's going to happen, but when it's going to happen, and they're saying that we're due for one. Your most recent one would probably be the Ebola, which was an epidemic. Uh, in order for it to be a pandemic, it's got to be an infectious disease that's spread through human population across a large region, multiple continents, and worldwide. Now, pandemic comes from the Greek word meaning all people. There's three criteria that need to be here to classify it to be a pandemic. The first one being it needs to be a new strand of a virus that emerges. The second one is going to be infects humans and has some severe symptoms. And the third one is going to be easily transferable from person to person. A lot of these new strands of viruses are contracted first from animals and then to humans, and then passed on from human to human. Now, your seasonal flu is not going to be considered a pandemic, even though it affects millions worldwide. This is because an outbreak, it's an outbreak that follows a seasonal predictable pattern and occurs annually, and there's usually some immunity to it since we've either had it. Back in 1918 was known as pretty much the last big pandemic that we've had. It was known as the Spanish flu. It occurred at the end of World War I in Kansas, actually, in the United States. It spread worldwide 6 months later. Shows how fast it can happen. And that was back in 1918. If you can only imagine today, the way we travel and our technology, we can be anywhere in one flight, in a few hours. That Spanish flu actually affected half the world population at the time, which was about 1 billion people. It's estimated that between 20 and 100 million people were killed, which was more than the war itself. Now, in order to prep for a pandemic, you're going to want your basic necessities being water, shelter, food, medications, personal security. I know we've all seen those prepping shows. That's not really what I'm trying to get at, but something that could happen. Then you're going to want to use your universal precautions, being anywhere from these gloves here, safety gloves, safety goggles. You have your duckbill mask, like this one. Preferably, you're going to want an N95 respirator mask, much more effective than just these. Also, your whole family's going to want all this protection. If one of your family members gets infected, you're not going to want to go to the hospital. It's going to be overwhelmed with people. Most healthcare workers are going to be reluctant to go. Schools might be closed, public transportation. So you're really not, stores will be closed. So you're going to want to make sure you have all this stuff at the house so you can stay inside. Hopefully have a good amount of food, water to keep everyone safe and inside and not being able to transfer this virus. Hope you guys learned something. Thank you.